You go.
Good morning, good afternoon, or whatever day it is for you. Hello, this is Conversations with moi, Bobbi Jo, and my girl, Sheena Kantar. How are you doing today, Sheena?
I am doing really good. Look, it's actually warm here in the UK. My goodness, we've been having our summer for at least 3 weeks. It is like incredible. These
I
freckles
love
are going to join up one day, let me tell you.
that is so funny, right? I have a friend, she's, here in America, but she's Irish descent, and she's like, I get different shades of white.
Somebody did share with me a picture, and it was this girl lying on the beach, and just saw somebody from Northern Ireland sunbathing, and the sand was white, and we couldn't find her because she was lying on the sand.
Funny.
And in saying that, I actually had somebody say to me when I was 18 and I went to Corfu on a Club 1830 holiday, like I knew what was going on. I had no clue whatsoever. I didn't know people had sex outside marriage. That is how, clueless I was. Seriously. And so then I'd been there for a week. And then I'm lying there, and this guy lies down beside me, and he goes, "Oh, have you just arrived?" And I went, "No, I've been here for a week."
The sunblock works really well, let me tell
Yes,
you.
unblocked. Factor 50 works amazing.
Oh, I just want to say I don't even need sunblock. I live in Alabama and I'm now all the way up to the northern part of the United States. I'm about 2 hours out of Boston, just to the west and south a little bit. So it is chilly up here. I'm used to, like, in America. Down in the south, it's like 75 when I wake up in the morning. Here it was like 52 with the wind off the lake right here that's in front of me. And so it's a little chilly. I had all these great things to be out on the boat, maybe doing a live from out here, but nope, I'm in my in-laws' bedroom, hiding it out with the little shutters. So, what are we going to talk about today, friend?
I think we should do, and it relates to lesson 10 of a world famous program, but anyway, and it's called The Most Valuable Person. And
Mm.
let me tell you, like, even though that sounds like that must be a really easy lesson to do. And I've done this program about probably 15 times now, and every time I get to it, it's like light bulb moments going, I didn't know what Bob meant. I get it at a deeper level now. Um, so I'm not going to say anymore. I'm going to let Bobbi Jo do her talking, and then I'm going to tell you what my deeper level is.
Ah, I was just enjoying listening to you. What do I think about that?
You
Amazing
are the
stuff. I
most
do.
valuable person.
You take it away and I'll feed off of you.
Yeah, absolutely. So when we first did it, it was like, Bob says, treat everybody as the most valuable person. So MMFI, he would say, put on top of everybody's forehead, make me feel important. Now, that's really good. But what I hadn't realized was that you can give and give and give and give, but it's like an emotional bank account that we've got. And if we give without giving to ourselves first, so say you're running on 50% and you give 100% to 50%, well, you're still only given 50%. So we
Mm.
need to be 100% valuable and feel valuable. Then we will overflow. I heard a little girl say to her sister one time in a supermarket, and I don't know what the little girl said, but her sister said, "Oh, you're just full of yourself." And
Oh,
her little sister just crouched down as if that was naughty. And I felt like taking them, going, who else could she be full of? Who else could she be full of? Let her be full of herself. Let her shine. Let her be her light. That's the most valuable thing that you can do to this source intelligence, or whatever name you want to put it, the creator, the thing that created us. It just wants to shine. And so people are trying to be selfless without being self-full, first of all. So in a way, we have to be selfish to be self-full, to be
mm-hmm,
selfless. And so
mm-hmm.
I realized that I needed to feel valuable first, and then I would overflow into everybody else naturally. Not because Bob would say that, he says, don't give compliments, just like the false compliments. But you can't help yourself when you're full of yourself in a not an egotistical way, in a loving way. Then when you meet people, you can't help going, oh my goodness, you look beautiful today. That could change their world. Maybe somebody never ever said that to them. So I could carry on, but I'm going to let Bobbi Jo go now.
That's good. And as always, it's first thing in the morning here, 2 cups of coffee in. But that is really the journey in these 4 years for myself. has been, I've always been this great person, this friendly person, a golden retriever, right? But it was like filling myself up with love. And now it's like it's bursting out of the seams. And I find vibrationally that people are just being attracted to me in one sense. But then in the other sense, I was at the airport yesterday. So I had to fly from Florida, Pensacola, Florida to Atlanta. And I had like a 5 hour layover because it got changed. But I'm like, hi, like smiling at people. I really would look at someone and smile and they'll catch my eye and then they just turn their head and walk away. And it's like, how can you like not pet the dog when it walks by? Hi, how you doing? And so you just start to live by example. And this is what I really tell people, at my little spiritual center that I go to. It's like leaving everyone with that impression of increase. That's a further lesson down the road, but I love it so much because when you rise in the vibration and you love you, you realize like, we've said it before, it's like love and air. There's enough of it. So why can't you be nice? It's so easy. Like, be nice. I feel like it's harder to be grumpy and at people. I just love being nice. And it just fills yourself up so much that it sends it around. And that's really the mission that I feel like I'm on here, is just for everyone to realize their own worth and to love themselves so they don't have to be nitpicking at other people and looking outside at faults of other people. Because when you fully accept and love you, then you're not going to see faults in others. You're not going to be so nitpicky to them. That's how I feel. Good.
And that's what you said there. The word is love. I mean, when I wake in the morning, I get like, it feels like I sort of like transition and hear things. And this morning's was just beautiful again. And it was like just sit in the abundance of the spirit. So we're 99.99. All we can see here is 0.001%. Like seriously, and we're trying to make it work with that. Like you're blooming brilliant as it is. Never mind that. But what if we tapped into that 99.999%? And so I was asked to sit in my spirit, sit in the abundance of my spirit just before I got out of bed. And so I sat in the abundance of my spirit, and then I was asked, what do you want? And it dawned on me then that I could have absolutely anything, anything I wanted. But you know what I immediately drew myself to? Love
What?
of self. Above all else, and I can absolutely say with hand on heart, love of self is the most incredible thing that you can do for yourself today. Not love of toys for the, you think you'll be happy when you do this. The world is an illusion. It is an after effect of what's going on in here. So if we get the here right, then the world will be right. Make no mistake,
Mm-hmm.
you are the most valuable person ever. Not your children, not your
Mm.
partner, not anybody. You can give to them once you've done yourself first.
That's so true. I just don't, it's just so simple. And those of you who are new to hearing this kind of talk, it's like, what? Because you don't sit around with your friends. Usually you sit around with your friends bitching about what you don't like. And so it's really interesting when Sheena just said that before she woke up, that she could realize she could have anything that she wanted. And some of you listening is what I heard, people going, what? No, that's not for me. Well, right there, you just damned yourself. You just blocked that energy of flowing through to be. Because I want to ask you this: if you're looking outside of yourself, and here in the States we call it keeping up with the Joneses, and meaning like, oh, like if they have a bigger house, you have to get a bigger house. They have a Mercedes, you have to have a Mercedes. And it's like, well, first of all, do you even really want that? But when you're in alignment with you, of course you can have those things if it's in what you really want. But I feel like you want the Mercedes just because they have the Mercedes. I mean, you really want the Lamborghini or the Jeep or something else, the Hummer. I don't know. So it's like really finding yourself. And we've talked about this, that studying yourself a little bit every day. It's like you're really this great person in the core. You really are. You're not getting rid of you. You're just like a diamond in the rough right there. Boom. It's a rock, and you just go in it and just shining your bright light and being supported by those around you. If people aren't supporting you, get rid of them. No need for that stuff. Those I call them the nayslayers. They're nayslaying
The
it around. So
naysayers instead of the naysayers.
yeah, I call the nayslayers. You'll know that I have Bobbi Jo-isms. I make up my own words. Because they're the person that are like kind of and slaying you around. Like, no, just stay out of my life. I want to find me. I want to shine a bright light. I'm so tired of people telling me I did it wrong. And that was my stepdad growing up. I mean, every day I was wrong for being a woman, really. So, you just learn to go, hey, I am great. I am beautiful. I am the most valuable player, because it is like that and it trickles down from the top, right? So if I'm happy, everyone else around me is happier because they love being in your presence of who you are, because we're just picking up the good stuff. I mean, it's not to say we don't have our bad days. They become less and less as you learn to study yourself. And so you just got to keep listening to Sheena and I, because we're just coming to you with some gems of materials. There's rubies and garnets and zirconians and diamonds and whatever, blah, blah, blah. But we're just here to love and have everyone shine their brightest, really.
There was something there that you said, and I'll close on this, but it was about where, you felt wrong, and that's what I realized. One of my deepest paradigms is I just basically walked around in wrongness, but I had such
Mhm.
a positive mindset that I didn't even know. It wasn't until I started really studying myself, and then I just went, oh my God, I just feel wrong being me. And can I tell you right now, you've never done anything wrong, ever, and neither has anybody else. You are the
No,
most valuable person and you are needed. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. Like, that's it. The whole picture cannot be complete without you. And that's as much as I've got to say. I don't know, Bobbi Jo, have you got any final words?
no, that's no wonder why you're my best friend. That's how I felt too. Just wrong for being existing, really. And there's nothing wrong. Just
No,
shine your light, people. Shine your light. Know that you're valuable. Step into your grace and walk your talk and just be who you are. It's beautiful. I can't wait to see where you're going. As always, if you have any comments, you have any questions, you want us to talk about something, please put it in the comments below. And if you want to have a talk with us, or if you ever want to work with us, let us know. We're available Monday through Friday here just for you.
goodbye for now.
Bye.